Aristotle, who knew something about storytelling, his whole thing was that it was that character and story were the same thing. I mean, the argument down to the ages is, oh, what's more important, character or story? Well, character and story are the same thing. You are what happens to you. And if you're looking at it that way, it kind of tremendously simplifies the process. Is that in the art, in the act of storytelling, you are giving away elements of who the person is, and that's what makes it fun. My mantra is that you work really hard so that you can play when you come to work, if you know what I'm saying. Gary loves to rehearse, and I love to rehearse. But rehearsal is actually what that's really a euphemism for is kind of is needling the script and talking endlessly and figuring out where everybody's coming from. I mean, with movie acting, it's very easy to over-rehearse stuff because the camera is so sensitive. It's about catching lightning in a bottle, and you really want to appear spontaneous. And the most I want to do is run through things a couple of times, just to kind of find the direction of it, and then leave it alone. Because when you're shooting a scene, you shoot it over and over and over for the different camera angles and the coverage of different actors. And by the time you get to that's your job as an actor, is to keep it fresh. And very often by the time you get to, especially in a big feature film where they have a lot of coverage and you do shoot things all over and over again, you're very lucky if by the time you get to to your close-up that you're not getting looking for ways to reinvent everything.
I'm about to read your rights.
My rights?
Yeah, but first...
You keep it fresh by mixing it up, and you also do that precisely so you can give the director choices, because that's what's fun. When you're shooting a movie like this, you don't know what the best version's going to be. It's such an incredibly fluid medium, and it's also it's a medium that a lot of people tell you is you could make or break a movie in the cutting room. And I think the more choices you give a director without selling out on the story, without kind of being irresponsible or indulgent, that's what it's really about.
That's a mistake. Can't be Sarah.
The key to playing that scene was denial, because as soon as he realizes what's happened, the scene's over. And I think it's really kind of beautifully written that way. The audience knows exactly what's going on, but you absolutely believe that he doesn't and doesn't want to.
Who's
okay,
we?
so that's a mistake.
That is not a mistake.
Yeah, that's
Who's
a mistake.
And it was a lot of fun to play. Jennifer obviously, she came to work that day with her bags packed.
Why don't you quit wasting my